Welcome back, everybody, to the Momster Podcast. You're listening to me, Veronica Castellanos, here on the Momster Podcast, which is part of the Amplify Her Media Network. It has been a week, y'all. It has been a week. So I'm so glad that you have checked in, decided to join me today. Hopefully it's Monday because, Momster Monday, that's when I release these episodes. And if it's not Monday, that's okay. I still appreciate you checking in and listening. The first thing that I want to do is give some shout outs. Okay. I think these are just much deserved shout outs. So the first shout out I want to give is to Carmen Shields. She runs the Discovering Amazing Possibilities podcast, and she does a really good job at walking you through what could happen if you just decided to move forward and discover your amazing possibilities. So go listen to her. She is on Instagram. She has her links in her bio. Go listen to her podcasts about just like self-development and growth. The other podcast that I want to give a shout out to is Chingonas Only Club with Meli Ramirez. And if you recall, she was actually on this podcast and we talked about a lot of parenting stuff actually. So go give her a go listen to her podcast. She talks about the Chingona ways. She talks about just Latin culture and what it is to be a Chingona. So go listen to her stuff, okay? And then last but definitely not least is Christina Singh. She has the Amplify Her podcast, and she is just such a great networker. She networks with a lot of women who have been able to come on her podcast and talk about anything and everything. And she just really wants to amplify the voices of other women, whether they're parents or not, it doesn't matter. And Christina is on a mission to be able to amplify the voice of the female. So go follow and listen to her podcast. And without further ado, let's talk about December. So back in the day, I used to be a part of a multi-level marketing group. Yeah, that's what it's called. Group. And it was called the World Financial Group. Shout out to WFG. It's still out there going strong. And it is a financial marketing company, which they are very much kind of like, I don't know, the best way I can describe it is if you've ever been part of Avon or Mary Kay, their products are makeup and skincare. And you find somebody, you like the product, you end up joining their team, and they help you build your team, right? Very, very similar, except they're not selling makeup, right? They're selling financial products that is very regulated. So if that's something that you're interested in, by the way, let me know. I know people that are still in WFG that are from all kinds of walks of life. So reach out to me, let me know. I will get you connected with them. But when I was in WFG, December used to be known as it was December to remember. And I think they did really good with helping us be productive in December, because as y'all know, and you may be experiencing this, December is kind of that month of like, ugh, right? Like we just came out of eating Thanksgiving and now we're jumping into December, and the world is telling us that we need to be catching up with the Joneses and buying gifts left and right. And some of us are looking at our bank account going like, oh my gosh, I can't buy any more gifts. Or what am I going to be doing? Especially with the way the world, the nation is going right now. And if you live in California, I feel you. Okay, I feel you. I myself am living in California, and I am so thankful, so thankful that our family hasn't been hit too hard with the recession. We obviously have had to cut some things back and down, and that's okay. But I am just so thankful my kids haven't necessarily felt it. I think myself and my husband have felt the penny pinching, but my kids, maybe they're just too young to notice, but they haven't. I don't think they've been affected by it too much, at least. Again, I'm just so thankful. And I don't know. I don't know what we would do if we were just struggling the way that I hear some families are struggling. And so going back, they called it December to Remember. And I thought it was funny because they would tell us, this is December. You can either flow with everybody else and also stop producing, and also just take a nap after Thanksgiving and wake up till next year, or you could hustle and grow your business and have a very good Christmas. And I really liked that message, and I wanted to bring it to y'all because I don't want you to take a nap after Thanksgiving and wake up and it's 2023. I actually want you to have a very productive December. I would love for you to think about what the future is going to hold for you. I want you to plan what emotions, feelings, memories do you want to build with your family or with yourself here in the new year, right? I think the next 6 months of your life can be life altering if you so choose it to be. Or you could ring in 2024 thinking the same thing that you might be thinking now, right? Every year, have you noticed, once Thanksgiving comes around and then all of a sudden it's December, everybody's like, wow, I can't believe the year. It's gone by so fast. Where did it go? What did we even do? Oh my goodness. Now, let me tell you why people say that. People are so surprised and shocked that the year is over because they've lived their life the same way day in and day out. So much so that their days, weeks, and months have blended together to give them the illusion that the year went by like that. Do you want to bring in 2024 the same way? Or do you want to take a look at the end of the year, next year, in 12 months? Do you want to go, wow, that was a great year. That was phenomenal. And I want to compare this to something because otherwise it might not stick. Hey, I remember being pregnant, finding out I was pregnant and just being pregnant. And I actually lived my pregnancy as if I wasn't pregnant. I was still doing all the things. I was still working at the capacity of not being pregnant. I just was doing the most and not really cherishing all of the moments that I should have been cherishing. And I'm thankful for this in a way because I didn't have a rough pregnancy. It was very easy. The first trimester, it wasn't hard, even though people say that it can be. I may have thrown up a few handful of times, but I didn't feel like I was uberly pregnant, even though, yes, I was pregnant with twins. So my 9 months of pregnancy, or 8.5 months of pregnancy, they went by so fast. I couldn't even fathom the fact that I was already about to give birth to them when we checked into the hospital. Just like the same feelings of being at the end of the year, and it went by so fast. Now, the first year the twins were here, that's a different story. I cherished those moments. I took 6 months of maternity leave. I was with them day in, day out. I wish it would have gone slower for sure, because they just grew up so fast. But I did the, take a picture of them every single month. I did that with them. And that year did not feel like it went by so fast. I can't believe we're already here. I didn't have that feeling of like, oh my gosh, like I missed out on all this stuff. I just had a good fulfilled year, the year that the twins were born. So when I think about that year and then the rest of the years that came afterwards, what happened? Well, they were here. I eventually had to go back to work, right? Had to go back, had to start hustling again. I had to start rebuilding my career in a way. Yeah, I'm just going to say that. Yeah, I had to rebuild my career. And in the rebuilding process, you have to put your head down, right? You have to really focus on the career. And when you focus on your career as a woman, you end up missing out on the things of your kids, right? I ended up just being so upset at times because I had to drop the kids off with a babysitter, or I had to drop them off with my mom to go do this one thing, right? Like I had to miss out on some of the things of my kids in order to then focus on building that career in order to give them the life that I wanted to give them. Now, as I say that, and as we come into the new year, I want to find a place where I give them a lot more of my time. And I should be giving them a lot more of my time because I'm working from home, right? Like the amount of time that it used to take me to put in an 8-hour shift, get off work, go pick them up, get home, rush home, I should say, rush home, make dinner, or, order something or pick up something, and then wait for the husband to get home or give them dinner. And, like it was such a fucking hustle to go do all of those things that now I don't have that, like, oh shit, I gotta rush to go get them. Oh shit, I gotta stop and get this one thing. I don't have that anymore. Now it's like, oh, I'm off work. Let me clock out, turn the computer off, and go hang out with them. And I want to be able to not let the days go by and not have made a memory, no matter how small or how big the memory is going to be. Right? Like there are times that the kids are going to remember that it was big, kind of like if I decided to take them to Disneyland, or if we were going to go do like a white Christmas at Tahoe, right? that's going to be a big memory versus, you know what? When I was younger, I remember mom used to always do this, this, and this. And I really love that. Those are the smaller memories, right? I just want to be able to give my kids the skill set that they're going to need because they're going off to school next year, right? I want to be able to do those things with them that a stay-at-home mom can do. And of course, I'm staying at home, but I'm also working from home. So I have to split myself in half. But I want to really focus on them without neglecting too much of other things, right? Like I know I'm going to be neglecting some stuff or not giving as much into them, but I want it to look good, feel good for me, and not make me anxious. So I've actually built a downloadable journaling PDF that I'm going to be posting on the website. And I want to give it to you guys. I want to give it to you guys as my gift to you as my listener. If you are wondering how you're going to have a December to remember and how you're going to then use that energy to build into the new year, this PDF is going to help you do that. This downloadable journal is going to help you and propel you into the best fucking year of your life if you want it to be. If you build it to be that way, if you consciously make the decision to be it, then it will be it. Okay? So it's going to be on the website. It's going to be free. It's my gift to you. And I really hope that you guys have, I don't know, a good time doing it. I hope that you can go through the journal and just really, really think through it. And I want you to be honest with yourself. Obviously, like you're not turning it in. You're not going to show it to anybody else if you don't want to. But I want you to have this month of December to really prepare for what you want to experience in 2023. I think as moms and as parents, sometimes we can be in the fog of providing for our kids that we forget that we're also in charge of ourselves, right? We're also in charge of ourselves. We're not just people that take care of little people. And part of that means that in your life, how are you going to carve that time out for you? How are you going to decide to build something for yourself? And, take that however you want to interpret it. Whatever you think of when I just said that, whatever it is, maybe that's what you should focus on when you're going through the journal. So it's going to be on the website. Head to the website after you're done listening to this, themomsterpodcast.com, and it will be a downloadable PDF. In the top menu, it has like options, like plans. It'll be in that section. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to be doing this month. I myself am going to be going through this PDF or this journal prompt, and I expect it to take me a good few days to run through all of it to really give myself and my kids and my significant other, to really give us, our family, the best possible year to come, because it's true. The moms are the ones that run it all. We're the planners. We're the ones that that know when the birthdays are coming up, and that know what we're going to be doing next weekend, right? Like, we're the ones that the majority of us are the ones that do that. So in order to have a good balanced 2023, if that's what you want, then I highly recommend you take advantage of this PDF. I believe it's about 6 pages long, if I remember correctly, and it'll walk you through how to build the next chapter of your life. I think we should always and continuously work on ourselves, whether you're working on yourself through a self-help book, or a book about finances, or a book about how to become a better parent, or whatever the case is. And even if it's not a book, right? Like, you should always be getting yourself into content that's taking you to the next level. The other day with my students, I had told them, if we plug in our devices, and every so often our devices prompt us to download the new version of it, so that we can be up to date with our technology, so that our technology, our phone, our computer, tablet, whatever it is, it's not slowing down. If we're doing that with our technology, why aren't we getting the information that we need in order to help us function properly? Or, as times evolve, why aren't we giving into ourselves in order to keep up with the times? Right? Like, we should be doing that, right? We should be continuously working on ourselves in order to keep up with the times and do the things that we need to do. If we want to be successful in life, and success is defined in different colors, different shapes, different sizes, different everything. My version of success is not necessarily your version of success, and vice versa. But if we want to eventually get there, why aren't we doing the things we need to do, which is talking to the people, meeting new people, getting the book, reading the book, listening to the book, following certain people, listening to certain people's podcasts? Like, these are the things that you should be doing in order to live the life that you want. But sometimes we don't do that. And I think sometimes, at least in the past, when I wasn't working on myself, I've come to the conclusion that I wasn't downloading the new version of me because it was scary. It was scary. It was unknown. I typically have like these breakthrough aha moments in my inner child work, and then I'll kind of just like be on this plateau in that space. Kind of like, how do I describe it? Like when I have these breakthrough moments, sometimes I just want to sit in them, marinate in them a little bit, in order for me to fully grasp the concept and come to terms with. But I will eventually move on from that place. I don't want to sit there too long that I'm stuck there. Right? And I think sometimes in life we can get so stuck with a certain thought pattern that we never move from that place. And if you don't update right? Staying on that same example, if we don't update, then at one point, whatever update we stayed on, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to function. So keep doing the updating. Pick up that one book you've been looking at. Purchase it for yourself. Do more for yourself in order to then really truly meet that newer version that you're trying to become. And as I say that, I've actually my town here that I live in, my city, has been experiencing a lot of rain, a lot of bad weather, super windy, rainy, gloomy, just not the kind of weather that makes you want to go out on walks. And that's what I had put on my habit tracker for this month. I just want to start going on walks. So I bought the kids rain boots. I bought them some rain boots, and I'm gonna take them on my walks when it's appropriate. And I'm just going to be okay with the fact that they're going to be jumping in the puddles. And now that they have rain boots, at least they'll still be warm. So do what you can with what you have and keep moving forward. Keep moving forward so you don't get stuck like other people might. Okay. Anyways, that's it. That's all for today. Not super long of an episode, but just a reminder, head to the website, download it, make sure you work through it sometime this month. Work through this journal prompt. And I call it a journal prompt because I treat it as such. It's just alone time where you can sit down and really think and process what you want 2023 to look like. So there you go. Thank you so much for checking in and allowing me to be in your ears, maybe even in front of you if you're watching this through YouTube or through Spotify. So thank you. Don't forget to please share, please subscribe, hit that subscribe button, start following. That way I can get more content out to more people. I really want to grow this podcast. I want to grow the platform. I had posted on my Instagram, if you know anyone that would want to talk about any topics related to motherhood, children, anything to do with growing as a parent or a mom, please let me know. Please send them my contact information, my website, send it over to them. Help me connect with more people that would not mind having a conversation with me about parenting and motherhood and being a better person, better human being. So yes, share it, share all the things, and I'll catch y'all next Monday. See you later.